finish your coloring? I finished mine. So let's practice reading the words again. Just because we need to. So let's read this together. Put your finger on, so we're on, here's number 2. This is page 2. I am a builder. Now, the picture gives us a clue sometimes for what the words say. So that's a clue because he is building. I know lots of you like to build with our blocks at school and you build amazing structures. Let's read this page. So this actually says number 4. I am, I hope you printed am, a doctor. So my doctor looks the same as my cover. Let's go back to our cover that we did yesterday. I am a worker by, mine says Mrs. Frears, but yours will say your name. I am a baker. The picture gave us a clue too. All right, so we're going to do some songs now, and then our story, and then our art. Okay. So, wear a bunny hat again. Let's see. Let's put on my little bunny hat. And find our things. All right. Oh, here's our Egbert egg. So I thought we would sing Egbert again. This is my song, and I think you guys can help me sing it. Egbert, the Easter egg, was a happy little Easter egg. Cutest thing you ever saw. Can you make the big window? In the window of the big department store. All day the children came, noses pressed against the window pane, spoke to Egbert, but alas, Egbert cried because he couldn't answer back. Then all at once the clouds rolled by to let the sun shine through. Believe it or not, it got so hot that Egbert split in two. Well, out popped a baby chick, a teeny weeny little baby chick, and the children heard him say, Egbert wishes you a happy Easter day. Now let's count our fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 on one hand and 5 on the other. 5 eggs and 5 eggs. That makes 10. Sitting on top is Mother Hen. And you know how long Mother Hen has to sit on those eggs? 21 days. That's a long time. Let's count to 21. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. What do I feel? Are you wiggling? Oh, I'm wiggling. Crackle, crackle, crackle. Oh, 10 tiny chicks, as cute as can be. Beep, 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 beep. One more song. Get up, little rabbit frou frou. Little rabbit frou frou, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. And down came the fairy godmother, and she said, Little rabbit frou frou, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I'm going to give you 2 chances, or I'm going to turn you into a goo. But the very next day, little rabbit frou frou, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. And down came the fairy godmother, and she said, Little rabbit frou frou, I don't want to see you scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. I'll give you 1 more chance, or I'll turn you into a goo. But the very next day, little rabbit frou frou, hopping through the forest, scooping up the field mice and bopping them on the head. And down came the fairy godmother, and she said, Little rabbit frou frou, I don't want to see you scooping Swooping up the field mice and popping them on the head. You've used up all your chances. And she went zap. Hare today, goon tomorrow. So now you know what hare means, because we had the story about Hopper yesterday and he was a little hare. And guess what? Our story today is about Hopper again. Look, this one's called Hopper's Treetop Adventures. And I see Hopper. How did he get in a tree? And a squirrel. And that looks like a woodpecker, maybe. So are you sitting? Are you being a quiet listener? Oh, it looks like they're sharing. Oh, it's not winter in this picture. Mama, may I go out on my own today, said Hopper one bright spring morning. I want to find something good to eat. Where will you go? His mother asked. Into the forest to look for hazelnuts. I'm bored with bark and leaves. His mother smiled. You won't find hazelnuts in the spring, she said. Besides, hares don't usually eat nuts. Why not? Asked Hopper. I suppose it's because we can't climb trees, said his mother. Oh, there is still some snow. Hopper ran across the fields and into the forest. The warmth of spring had melted the snow and ice from the trees and washed it from the forest floor. Then that looked like a good place to explore. Suddenly something hit him on the head. Ouch! Cried Hopper. He stared up into the tree above him. More pine cones came hurtling down on Hopper. An angry squirrel was glaring at him from the lowest branch of the trees. Go away, he shouted. I won't let you steal my nuts. Nuts, said Hopper scornfully. There are no nuts in the spring. My mama said so. Well, there would be some if I could remember where I buried my winter stores, said the squirrel. I'll help you look, said Hopper, if you share them with me. Oh, he's very good at cooperating. All right, said the squirrel, and they both began to dig around the tree. Look, I found one, said Hopper. Then the squirrel found some more. Let's go somewhere safe to eat these, he said. He picked up the nuts and scampered up into the tree. Wait, I can't climb trees, said Hopper. Maybe you could if you tried, said the squirrel. Will you help me? Asked Hopper. The squirrel set the nuts in a hole in the tree. Then he helped Hopper drag a fallen branch over to the tree and prop it against the trunk. Hopper crawled slowly up the branch, not daring to look down. The squirrel was waiting at the top, and he helped Hopper onto the lowest branch of the tree. That was the hard part, said the squirrel. The rest is easy. Just leap from branch to branch like this. It did look easy, and Hopper was good at jumping. But he was bigger and heavier than the squirrel, and landing on the narrow, slippery branches with his big, soft paws was a lot harder than it looked. Help! Cried Hopper suddenly. I'm going to fall. You'll be fine, said the squirrel calmly. Just lower yourself onto this branch. Let's stop now, said Hopper, still trembling. It's so high up here. The squirrel brought a nut for each of them and showed Hopper how to crack open the shell with his teeth. Hopper felt better now. What's that tapping noise, he asked. Oh, that's my friend the woodpecker, said the squirrel. He lives in this tree. Shall we visit him? Hello, little hare, said the woodpecker. How did you get up here? See the woodpecker? Hopper proudly explained how he had done it. Come inside and see my home, said the woodpecker. Hopper and the squirrel crawled inside the hollow in the tree. This is a very nice place to live, said the squirrel. Yes, and it has a lovely view, said Hopper. I'd like to stay longer, but I have to go home now. Does the woodpecker look like the falcon that we saw yesterday? Not really, except they both have big, strong wings. Hopper managed to scramble down to the lower branch, but the branch he had propped against the tree had fallen into the undergrowth. Now I'm stuck, he groaned. It is a long way to jump, the squirrel agreed. I know, said Hopper, suddenly cheering up. My friend the stag lives in the forest. Maybe he could lift me down. Do you remember we saw the stag yesterday and what does he have on his head? Antlers. Good idea, said the woodpecker. Wait here, I'll see if I can find him. And off he flew. Soon they heard twigs crackling and a big stag walked into the clearing. I see you need help, he said, and he held his antlers up to Hopper. Hopper carefully climbed onto the antlers. Then the stag lowered his head and gently set Hopper down on the forest floor. Thank you, said Hopper. I don't know how I would have managed without you. May I take hazelnuts home with me? Hopper asked the squirrel. Of course, he replied. I have plenty to spare. Then the little hare said goodbye to his friends and set off for home. Remember, the rabbit is called a hare. Did you find something good to eat? Asked Hopper's mother. Yes, and you'll never guess what it was, said Hopper. He brought the hazelnut out from behind his back. See, Mama, you can find hazelnuts in the spring, said Hopper proudly. And hares can climb trees, but I don't think I'll do it again. It was very scary. His mother smiled. It seems we both learned something today. Then Hopper and his mother snuggled down in the grass and shared the springtime hazelnut. So Hopper said, it's too scary to climb a tree. Is there anything that you're too scared to do? I think I like going too high either. That's a little bit scary for me. But when you're with your mom and dad, it's not scary. It's nice and safe. So that's our story for today. So now we're going to do our art. So for your art today, you're going to get a plain piece of paper like this. Just a plain piece of paper. And I've got some egg drawn on my paper. So your mom or dad are probably going to have to do that for you. If they can't, they can text me and I can send them the text of this and then they can print it off on the printer. It's up to you how you do it. But I'm happy to give moms and dads the template for this. I'll just send it to them on the text. So the very first thing, I've already done mine, we're going to do. So it's going to take us 2 days. I painted my hand and my arm. And then I put it on like this to make a tree. We're going to make an Easter egg tree. So my Easter egg tree has to dry. If you don't want paint, you can use a marker. You could get your hand like this. And you can trace it. You can just trace it like that. These are my branches. And then you color it in. I have a bigger hand than you have. And then what else you're going to do today is you're going to paint your Easter eggs. So it's going to take a little bit of time. I got out some Easter colors. I got some pink. I like my painty crayons. So you can just take your time and enjoy your painting. You can use crayons. Maybe you've got watercolors. You can do it however you like. So probably it's a good idea to maybe do 8 or 9 Easter eggs. Some have circles. Do it however you like. And that's all we're going to do for today. We're going to finish the Easter egg tree tomorrow because it has to dry. Right? Okay, so I'm going to say bye-bye and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah.